Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Paul Walker. September 12th, Virgo season. He would have been, 52 or 53 if he didn't die back in 2013. It was like a car crash. That's how Paul Walker died. Sad, man. Everybody felt that when he died, man. It was like he was like the sports person or the brand ambassador for the Fast and the Furious, and then it's like he was testing out a car with his friend, and then something happened. But yeah, we love Paul Walker, man. One of the favorite white boys that black people love. Salute Paul Walker and his family. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, follow me, man.
Happy birthday to you.
He don't have no edges, no nothing.
No, you're supposed to do that by yourself. People want to talk about it, but they don't want to solve. So what that make y'all? No, I'm giving you advice.
He give you advice, baby. Quit putting that brain.
There's some. You should try rosemary.
Miracle Drop. A lot of shit.
Okay, so I have this homegirl, right?
There's hair fertilizer, the virgin.
I mean, if we're being honest, it's like, I don't know. Who grows a beard? Who looks like she got an avocado? Wait, I have an avocado.
You had another baby. You had a baby in the wrong.
I'm not even looking at my phone. But
Man, hold on. We about to get this shit real interesting. Let me screenshot. Let me go on my Snapchat and screenshot her and D-Man having dinner. Let me screenshot this shit. Her and D-Man having dinner. Her and D-Man having dinner when she living with Lil Mark. While she living with Lil Mark. Well, let's go. Let me screenshot this shit.
okay, listen. Okay, Lil Mark.
Nah. Now you copy please when I said that, right? You said you copy please, bitch?
Hold on, Dip. So, Lil Bit, when you're at his house, whenever my homegirl sit and shit.
That you gone, I came. It's the last lap for the
test or what? Like, why y'all do that?
Because I just want to know, are you both, you know what a lot of being a woman is? And I think somebody was just talking about this earlier, but they said they didn't like it in their butt. And you know what? I don't particularly like it either. You know what it's really about? I just want to know if you finna let me step all over your boundaries. Like, do you
I
like
do
me
not
enough
agree with
to
that.
no, this is just my personal opinion. I can't speak for everybody. For me, it's more so just like, I just want to know if you gonna let me, like, invade in your space. Like, are you gonna let me be in your
Right.
space and not have a problem with it? Like, are you gonna do this nasty favor for me and let me do it anyway? That's what it is for me. I just want to know, like, how far are you gonna let me get? I feel like that's what's really attractive
So,
about it.
what do you think the man is supposed to do in that situation? If you reach it, and look, without asking or nothing, you just your fork in your hand, you reach his plate, grab something off his plate. What's his reaction supposed to be?
If you grab something off my plate, I'm gonna push my plate closer to you. No, listen, hear me out. I'm gonna push my plate closer to you, and I expect the same reaction because anything that I have, you can have any of what I have. Anything that I have, especially if you bought it, sure, you can have whatever you want off my plate. I'm gonna.
What if
Here you
your
go.
food's not as good? Like, I don't even want that.
But you see, like, I don't like that's
Oh,
why I
no,
don't
no,
agree.
no,
I don't agree
no,
with
no,
that either.
no,
I don't
no.
agree with that because I feel like
Hold
if
on,
you
hold on. You don't got the scenario right. He's not trying to. He's not. Well, I ain't gonna put me in it, but he's not trying to share food with you. Your plate is your plate. His plate is his plate.
Oh, red flag immediately. We're
You
never going
reach
on
his
another
plate.
date.
What's his reaction supposed to be?
You supposed to let me eat off your plate.
Got you. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. So
I mean,
he's not supposed to say nothing about that.
no, I expect you to encourage it if anything.
Got you.
nah, I don't expect you to encourage anything because at the end of the day, like if you genuinely like if you genuinely don't want to share what's on your plate, like I don't expect for you to share what's on your plate. I'm never gonna just dig into your plate. First of all, I'm gonna be like, babe, can I try some of that? Or like, hey, do you mind if I try your ribs? Whatever the case may be. I'm never just gonna put my fork on your plate because I think that's kind of rude.
That's how I think it's supposed to go. I think you just, hey, babe, that looks good. Do you mind if I try some of that? Don't reach. Don't even have your fork in your hand headed toward my
But Rich, but Rich.
No, it's disrespectful.
But here what, Rich?
It is
I think this is where
disrespectful.
this is where the issue. No. I think this is where the issue lies, right? I think this is where the issue lies. As a woman, as somebody that's nurturing, right? I'm always gonna take my food up off my plate and I'm gonna feed it to you, right? And I feel like understanding, I done been through a lot of shit, right? I done been through life. I done grown through a lot of shit, right? I think a lot of people think that because that's the way that you think and you view things, that's the way that the next person views situations, right? And you have to meet people where they're at. And I feel like that's where a lot of the times female and male, like, we disconnect, because here it is that a woman thinks with certain parts of her brain and she thinks a certain thing and she thinks with the nurturing side of herself and she thinks that that's how it should be, right? Mind you, yes, you guys may have been in a relationship for 12 years and it's like, okay, after 12 years, you know I'm gonna dig in your plate, but like at the end of the day, it's like, it's how he receives that whole situation. Does he expect for you to ask him to eat off his plate? And I feel like that's where we disconnect. I feel like male and female, that's where we disconnect. It's that middle ground. What does that look like for that other person? I feel like sometimes we don't put ourselves in that other person's shoe to understand that, hey, that's not cool. Like, yes, we together, but that's fucked up. You don't just put that shit on the plate. You don't put your fork on my plate. Like, I don't agree with that. I'm never just gonna put my fork on your plate. I'm gonna be like, baby, can I have some of your food? Or can I try your ribs? Or do you mind? But if I'm eating something, I'm gonna be like, you wanna try this? And if you say no, you say no. Like, it's not you wanna try this and I'm offering it to you so that you can do the same. No, that's never my intention. So I feel like it's just where you're at in life. I feel like that it's your mindset. I don't expect for you to just give me some of your food or for me to take shit off your plate and it to be okay. I don't agree with that. I really don't.
Can I say something?
Draw it out.
I don't. Oh shit. Go ahead.
I said draw it out for us, baby.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like that's a love language for me, but it's just a certain level of respect. I really like when a man is very chivalrous with me and asks me like, you know, certain things that I feel like that you don't even gotta ask me that. Like, oh, can I take your purse over here? Like, oh, can I pick up this? Can I da da da? Like, it just shows like his respect for me, makes me feel a little bit more protected. So in that way, I would understand like asking a nigga before you go reach into his plate. But some people really love their food. I really love my food. So I think that. But I also want to be my mirror too. If he let me. I think that's why it also heavily depends on like the kind of communication that me and that person had prior to the food even getting there. Because like I said, I already kind of like to coordinate the food with the other person anyway. So I feel like you should already halfway be expecting me to reach on your plate just based off the fact that I want to coordinate my meal with yours so that we're not by any means coinciding on what we're getting. So I definitely think that reading body language is important, but I'm the type of person where I'm going to step all over every one of your boundaries just to see how far I can get. Like, I ain't going, and Chris
That
just
shit
said
sounds
like
crazy.
he doesn't like it does sound crazy, but like let's
Shit,
say like
guys.
with a situation like Rich, where Rich said he don't want nobody reaching his plate. I ain't gonna lie, Rich, you eat with me, my fork already finna be halfway into your plate of spaghetti. Like, hey, can I have some of this?
So if
Well,
a
you already
nigga
got
tell
some
you
now.
he don't like some shit, you just gonna do it just to
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna do
don't
that shit
understand.
anyway.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's wild. I don't know about that. And the only reason why that causes red flags to me is because if that was said on the other end, shoe foot for a man to a woman, that shit would have been looked at insane. Like, that's crazy.
No, I
like, So you don't respect somebody's boundaries?
Yeah, because that's how my
And look, and listen.
That's
and
wild.
listen, I want to say this.
That's a motherfucker that knows she's
Listen,
fine.
bro. Listen, the point of me making that example, bro. If you don't set small boundaries like that, small shit will turn into big shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as your woman is concerned, bro, you gotta nip that shit in the bud early. This is what I'm not dealing with. This is what I'm willing to deal with. Like, a lot of men don't speak up on that shit. That's why their relationship go left.
Yeah, but an
Facts.
outright
And I
statement
think that
though,
a lot
letting
of-
somebody know, like, hey, this is the
Right.
shit that completely makes me uncomfortable. Can you please respect my boundaries? And they just be like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna do it because I want. That's crazy. That's not even like funny to me. That's crazy. Like,
I think
What
it's
the
a
fuck?
difference between crossing somebody's physical boundaries versus like me just testing your boundaries to see where you're gonna stop me at, because ultimately I do understand what you're saying about certain boundaries. Like, if you tell me not to touch you, I'm not gonna fucking touch you. That's fucking rude. However, I feel like testing boundaries is also how you challenge somebody to become better. And this is why I say it's me specifically. I'm not saying whether it's right or whether it's wrong. I'm not here to convince nobody of what the fuck I do. You either gonna fuck with me or you not. And 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers gonna fuck with me anyway. So it's like, it's not in a manner that's necessarily invasive. It's more so in a manner of, I'm gonna challenge you. My goal is to ultimately make you a better person. You first met me. Now, this is a silly example that I'm giving of me testing somebody's boundaries because we're talking about fucking food. So this isn't really like the best way to like express this. But like, absolutely, I will with food and stuff like that. Like, I want to see how you react to anger. I want to see how you react when you're in uncomfortable situations. I want to see how you're gonna react when you're angry with me. All of this shit is shit that I want to see. So I will absolutely deliberately step on certain boundaries to see how the fuck you're gonna react to it. And it's
yeah. I just think that's
funny.
childish.
That's
Like, to
not,
try
that
to-
shit is crazy.
Yeah, to manufacture mine is kind of childish. Because I know me as a man, I don't play with my boundaries. If I tell you